Ultraman wasn't just another Saturday morning show. It was a $7.4 billion merchandising Death Star. We're about to blow your mind with 10 facts that'll make you question everything you thought you knew about that 3-minute chess timer. Let's jump straight into it.
Strange. I don't know what they are. Hoshino.
Number 10. They made a live show before episode 1 even aired. Imagine hyping a TV series with zero footage to show. That's exactly what Tsuburaya Productions did in 1966, staging The Birth of Ultraman as a live theatrical event before the premiere episode was finished. Think of it as the world's first proof-of-concept marketing stunt, complete with costumed performers and practical pyrotechnics that probably violated several safety codes. The gamble paid off big. Audiences were primed and hungry by the time episode 1 finally hit airwaves in July. Sometimes the best innovations come from pure panic, a ticking production clock, and the kind of creative audacity that only happens when you've got nothing left to lose.
Crowded already. Why don't you go live on Mars?
Number 9. Ultraman was almost named Bemular. Before our Silver Savior got his iconic name, he was called Bemular, a name that sounds more like a discount vacuum cleaner than an intergalactic defender of Earth. Early scripts featured Officer Sakomizu as the human host, with Bemular as the alien partner fusing inside him to fight kaiju threats. Then, someone at Tsuburaya had a lightbulb moment. That clunky name deserved a clunky villain instead. So they slapped Bemular onto the first monster Ultraman fights in episode 1. And the rest is Tokusatsu history written in miniature city destruction. Imagine growing up shouting, "Go Bemular, go!" at your TV screen every Saturday morning. Yeah, it doesn't quite have the same ring, does it?
He's done it again.
He destroyed it.
Spacium wasn't needed after all.
Number 8. The Red Man phase nearly westernized everything. In January 1966, the project got rebranded as Red Man, and things got weird fast, in ways that make modern focus groups look subtle. Network executives at TBS pushed for Western-looking actors to boost overseas appeal, essentially trying to make a Japanese superhero show feel less Japanese. Redman would fuse with Sakomizu using something called a flash beam, the awkward ancestor of the beta capsule we know and love today. The whole concept reeked of executives trying to hedge their bets on international markets before anyone knew what international markets actually wanted. Thankfully, cooler heads prevailed, and the team pivoted back to embracing their own cultural identity with full force. They gave us Ultraman. Proof that authenticity beats focus group pandering every single time, especially when you're inventing an entirely new genre from scratch.
15,840. 15,805.
Number 7. That chess timer was a last-minute panic ad. The color timer, that pulsing chest light counting down Ultraman's final 3 minutes on Earth, almost didn't exist. Filmmakers realized mid-production that their hero was too invincible, turning every fight into a predictable raffle stomp. So they slapped on the timer to inject genuine suspense and give kids a reason to bite their nails. Suddenly, every battle became a ticking clock thriller, with audiences glued to that blinking red light like it was a countdown to nuclear meltdown. It's the equivalent of giving Superman kryptonite. Except this weakness was built into his chest from day one. Sometimes the best storytelling tools are born from pure desperation and a nagging feeling that perfection is boring as hell.
Do you really intend to try to talk to them? It might be the only way, sir. They use dangerous weapons.
Number 6. They filmed on 16mm to meet insane deadlines. Here's a production curveball. Principal photography was shot on 16mm film, while all the optical effects, explosions, beam weapons, cityscapes crumbling, were captured on 35mm. Why the split? Speed and budget. Each episode cost 20 to 30 million yen. and filming kicked off in March 1966 for a July premiere, giving the crew roughly 4 months to birth an entire universe. The 16mm format was faster to process and cheaper to shoot, letting them crank out weekly episodes without bankrupting the studio. It's like building a skyscraper while the architect's still sketching the blueprints. The result? A scrappy, guerrilla-style production aesthetic that somehow became part of the show's gritty charm.
Didn't you know you don't wear your slippers on duty?
Number 5. A Greek philosopher inspired Ultraman's look. Production designer Toll Narita didn't just doodle a cool alien. He channeled cosmos, the Greek concept of universal order and harmony. Narita pulled inspiration from classical Greek sculptures, ancient Egyptian iconography, Renaissance masterpieces, and even the legendary swordsman Miyamoto Musashi. The silver skin symbolized interstellar steel forged in distant galaxies, while the red accents evoked the rust-red surface of Mars. Its high-concept art philosophy wrapped around a guy in a rubber suit, and somehow it worked beautifully. Imagine explaining to your boss that you're basing a kid's TV hero on Michelangelo and samurai philosophy. Most people would get laughed out of the room. Narita got a merchandising empire.
I know, but I mentioned it to myself,
So I see.
Number 4. United Artists grabbed the rights in 2 months. United Artists Television didn't waste time. They snatched up the rights to Ultra Q and Ultraman in fall 1966, just 2 months after Ultraman premiered in Japan. The kicker? They dubbed Ultra Q, but never actually broadcast it in the US, letting it gather dust in some vault. Meanwhile, Ultraman ran in syndication on and off until the early 1990s, becoming a staple of late-afternoon TV blocks and weekend marathons. It's the TV distribution equivalent of buying 2 lottery tickets and only scratching 1. Still, that 1 ticket paid off big, introducing a generation of American kids to the strange, beautiful chaos of Tokusatsu. If you caught Ultraman on a grainy UHF channel in 1982, you owe United Artists a weird debt of gratitude.
I'm not afraid. Not much, anyway.
Number 3. The dub was recorded to beeping sound cues. Voice actor Peter Fernandez revealed the bizarre dubbing process. Actors stood in booths listening to beep, 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 and had to start speaking as if a 4th beep dropped, all without seeing the finished footage. After recording, engineers reassembled dialogue with music and sound effects like a Frankenstein's monster of audio editing. It's the 1960s equivalent of recording a podcast while someone honks a metronome in your ear. The result? That slightly off-sync, charmingly janky English dub that became its own accidental art form. If the voices seemed weirdly detached from the action, now you know why. Those actors were basically performing blind, guided only by rhythmic beeps and sheer professional faith.
Isn't there any way to fight this thing?
Spatium, I think.
Spatium?
Number 2. First Japanese TV show to use ad bidding. Ultraman broke economic ground as the first Japanese television series to use a bidding system for commercial rights. Instead of relying on a single sponsor, the show opened the floodgates to multiple third-party advertisers, creating a revenue model that could fuel merchandising on a scale never seen before. This move was born from harsh lessons learned on Ultra Q, where merchandising stumbled and sponsors got skittish. By diversifying the money stream, Tsuburaya turned Ultraman into a sustainable franchise machine. It's like inventing crowdfunding before the internet existed, a financial innovation disguised as a kids show. Without this behind-the-scenes business gamble, we might never have seen the merchandising bonanza that followed.
Captain, that ship was Hayata's. Captain, look!
Number 1. Ultraman generated $7.4 billion in merch by 1987. Let's talk numbers that'll make your jaw hit the floor. Between 1966 and 1987, Ultraman generated a staggering $7.4 billion in merchandising revenue just in Japan. That's not a typo. $7.4 billion from toys, model kits, lunchboxes, pajamas, and every piece of plastic imaginable. By the 1980s, Ultraman ranked as the world's third top-selling licensed character, rubbing shoulders with Mickey Mouse and Hello Kitty. For context, that's more than most Hollywood blockbusters earn globally across their entire lifespans. Ultraman wasn't just a TV show. It was a merchandising Death Star, vaporizing sales records and printing money faster than Kaiju could destroy Tokyo. If you owned any of those toys, you were part of a global economic phenomenon.
Captain, look! The Earth is going to be crushed!
We'll attack it from the rear.
Here's your bonus round. In 2019, Mill Creek Entertainment acquired most of the Ultraman franchise library and dropped the original 1966 series on Blu-ray and digital on October 15th. A year later, Shout Factory locked down exclusive streaming rights, making Ultraman available across SVOD and AVOD platforms in the US and Canada. After decades of syndication limbo and VHS bootlegs, the Silver Giant finally got the high-definition treatment he deserved. It's like finding a pristine vinyl record of your favorite childhood album, except now it's crystal clear 1080p. If you haven't revisited the series in its restored glory, you're missing out on nostalgia with a fresh coat of digital paint. Ultraman was never just another guy in a rubber suit fighting foam latex monsters. It was a cultural juggernaut built on wild gambles, last-minute genius, and enough creative chaos to fuel 1,000 kaiju battles across multiple generations. Whether it's the color timer that almost didn't exist, or the Greek philosophy baked into every silver muscle, this show rewrote the rulebook, while somehow still hitting every deadline and budget constraint thrown at it. The fact that it survived executive interference, production panic, and nearly being named after a vacuum cleaner makes its success even more impressive. Until next time, keep your color timer green and your beta capsule ready. Shoe Watch.